As is well known by now, Gen 9 will be set in the Iberian Peninsula, aka Spain and Portugal. There is a wealth of possibilities as to what Pokemon we might see in this new region. So today, I'm going to try to guess a few of the new Pokemon we could get, based on my own Spain and Portugal Fakemon region I had planned. Hey everyone, Brandon here. So as I said in the intro, I had been planning a Fakemon region based on Spain and Portugal back in July of last year. Around September, I decided to switch what region I was doing, and thank God I did. My wallet would have definitely hated me had I not. But I did have about 80 or 90 Pokemon planned for this region, which I had titled the Ispar region, which is derived from the Spanish name for Spain, España. But because I had been planning this region, I think I have a pretty good idea of what mons we could see based on the research I've done on Spain and Portugal. So I thought, why not take a look at some of the Pokemon I had planned and use them to predict what we might see in Gen 9. But before we take a look at some of the Pokemon from the Ispar region, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell to keep up to date with future videos on the channel. So, while I didn't get too far into actually commissioning artwork for Ispar, I do have some mods done that I would like to share with you guys today. One thing I definitely think we will be getting is a Pokemon based on the Spanish fighting bull. It is such an iconic part of Spain, with things such as the running of the bulls and even bullfighting. Which, I will say, according to friends of mine from Spain, bullfighting is heavily looked down upon in modern times and is quite controversial. So, I highly doubt we will see a Matador Pokemon. Just wanted to nip that in the bud before I get 1001 comments saying, a Matador Pokemon would be super cool. Anyway, back to the Spanish fighting bull. Some have suggested that it could be one of the legendary Pokemon, which I could definitely see happening. But for Ispar, I had planned this fighting type regional variant of Tauros. This was actually one of the first Fakemon I had ever created, and it was back before Sun and Moon when we didn't know what region it would be based on. I loved the idea so much I held on to it until even now. I would be very happy to see something like this in Gen 9. Next up is another thing I could definitely see as a Pokemon, and that is the common Genet. Spain and Portugal don't exactly have a huge amount of endemic wildlife, so this animal definitely sticks out. Genets are actually indigenous to Africa and can also be found in France and even Italy, so it isn't exactly exclusive to the Iberian Peninsula, but they are one of the more unique animals found in Spain. Genets are nocturnal and crepuscular, and are often sneaking around at night trying to find food. The whole idea of being sneaky and silent reminded me of how people wanted Inteleon to be part ghost type because of its whole spy aesthetic. And when mixed with the Genet's nocturnal nature, I thought up these ghost type Genet Pokemon. Though it isn't very present in the design, these are also inspired by the Catesith, a Celtic ghost cat. And the Genet are from the suborder Feliformia, which includes cats. They would essentially act as the token cat Pokemon of the region. Seeing as we don't have a regional Meowth in Gen 9, which acted as the cat Pokemon for Gen 7 and 8, I could definitely see this happening. So a lot of comments on my starter prediction video expressed concern that Portugal would kind of get swept under the rug when it comes to Pokemon inspiration in favor of Spain. So I thought next we would take the time to look at some Portugal inspired mods I had planned. This is Shadow and Acusol, which are both normal and ghost type. They are based on the iconic style of music from Portugal, Fado. Translating to fate or destiny, Fado is characterized by its mournful and melancholy sound, echoing the feeling of longing or loss. Shadow and Acusol's designs are based on Fado guitars, and famous Fado singer Amalia Rodriguez. Another Portugal Pokemon I could see happening is a rooster Pokemon. And there's actually proof to back this. Masuda and Omori, while in Portugal, expressed interest in making a mon based on the rooster of Barcelos. I had this same idea in Ispar as the Route 1 bird Pokemon, so here is Rockroll, a flying and rock type. I only have the final stage here because I actually had this one made for this video. Rockroll's rock typing comes from the Rooster of Barcelos' common depiction as this little ceramic sculpture. Another nearly flightless bird I think would make a great Pokemon is the Western Capercaillie. These things look like if a turkey and a peacock had a baby. In Spain, they are mostly found in the Pyrenees mountain range, but can also be found across Europe and Asia. Seeing as they're birds who can survive a cold climate, I thought the ice type fit well, so here is Freezant, an ice flying type. Articuno and Delibird are the only ice flying type Pokemon right now, and I think that's a shame because there are so many great opportunities for that type combo, such as Freezant. Freezant's tail is also inspired by traditional Spanish fans, for an extra little Spanish flair. The Western Capercaillie also displays significant sexual dimorphism. So there's also a female version of Friezant that would be much smaller than the male. So now I would like to talk about some Pokemon I had planned but didn't have art done for. For some of these, I will be using work from artists with a similar concept, who will be credited in the description along with the rest of the artists featured in this video, so make sure to check them out. First are these regional variants of Gardevoir and Glade, which are Fire Fairy and Fire Fighting, based on the very famous Spanish dance, the flamenco. I think the flamenco is such an iconic part of Spain, and I just can't imagine Game Freak not making a Pokemon or multiple based on it. And I definitely thought Gardevoir and Glade fit the bill. I know we already have the Oricorio form for this, but I feel like that isn't enough for this region. Though I'm now realizing Oricorio might have been a hint for Gen 9, because it has a form based on a Japanese form of dance, an American form of dance, and a Hawaiian form of dance. The only one that was missing now has a region in the Pokemon world to represent it. That's kinda crazy. For a regional rodent, I could definitely see Game Freak using the myth of Ratoncito Perez, aka the Spanish Tooth Fairy. I had this planned for Isbar and it was a normal and then normal fairy type. It would also be based on the garden dormouse and the fact that rodents' teeth never stop growing, which I think is pretty clever. I think they could do something similar to Rattata and Raticate without outright copying it. Or maybe we could even get another variant of Raticate, though I find that unlikely. A really cool creature from Spanish folklore I could see Game Freak making a Pokemon based off of is the Rami Dreihu, a green snake-like weasel with the snout of a pig that it uses for digging. Its fur can be used to heal the sick, and it has a strong desire for gold. In Isbar, I had planned a Rami Dreihu mon that was mixed with a miner and a leprechaun, to play on the fact that the Rami Dreihu likes to dig, is obsessed with gold, and is green. Also, Spain has a history with the Celtic people and a fairly large Celtic community. Lastly, I think there is a distinct possibility we could get a Portuguese Man-O-War Pokemon in Gen 9. I know it isn't exactly native to the Iberian Peninsula, but the name is right there. I could see it as its own Pokemon, or an even cooler option is this electric poison type variant of Tentacool and a regional evolution. The evolution adds in a ship inspiration to reference Portugal and Spain's seafaring history. That is all for this video though. Make sure to let me know if you want to see more of my ideas from the Isbar region, and I can try to get some more made for you guys to see. And if you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. YouTube has had this glitch lately that's unsubscribing people, so make sure you are subscribed and have that notification bell set to all notifications, so you don't miss out on future videos. Anyway, with that, I will see you guys next time.